Coffee.
Hey, we did the same thing. Yeah, hey. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Hello. Well,
Hi, everyone.
it's Dear Future Grandkids. And yes, hi, everyone. I'm Jien in Singapore. That's Perci in the Philippines. And of course, that's Ange in Hong Kong. If you could only just tune in like 20 minutes before we go live.
20 seconds before.
20 seconds before we go live.
And know how chaotic it can be sometimes when you're trying to do a live online show where you do your best to have all your pre-production stuff done, but everything just goes wrong. Ange, would you
in 3 different countries, and 3 different countries.
Yeah.
So disclaimer, it gets difficult because of that. No, that's not true. Even if we were in the same room, it will be the same.
Yeah, maybe
One
in the
day.
same room as well. Could be easier, right, Perci? I mean, just how hard could it be?
Not with the 3 of us. Not with the
No.
3 of us. Yeah.
No.
Ange, how are you?
I was frazzled up until 5 minutes ago because our dear, wonderful guest couldn't get into an Uber. And nothing was really working out. So I was just running around like crazy, which the boys were just cracking up at. But now it's all zen and light. And hi, viewers. Welcome.
Yeah, hi, everybody.
Good to be here again. Hi.
Yeah, let's do a shout out to everybody who's here with us. It's Rich, Moby, Jasmine, Edison, and Marcus. Hello.
Oh,
Hi,
hi,
guys.
You made it on
Worth
time, unlike us.
Yeah, you made it on time. Unlike
Perci and I, we're fine. We're fine today.
Yeah, we're fine. You're kind of wondering if we just cursed it, Jen, you probably just jinxed it already.
I
One
know.
of us is probably going to disappear within the show.
I know. Percy's back in his office, so his internet connection is good. So it might be me again this week, but fingers crossed.
Yeah. Well, welcome to Dear Future Grandkids. This is the show where anything goes.
Yes.
Dear Future Grandkids, the heart attack of Ange, Jen, and Percy. Live on Facebook and YouTube. This is a show where we build a video time capsule live to our panic right here on YouTube and Facebook. This is where our wonderful guests can put together a time capsule that they can play sometime in the future to their future grandkids.
I am so excited about our guest today because she arrived and logged in just on time, which makes me so excited. I think of our guest as a creative octopus and an advocate. Her talented tentacles extend to being a professional singer, an award-winning actress, and also the founder and chief educator at Baumhaus, a thriving community for early childhood creativity and development. She's performing since she was just 10 in her native Philippines. Then she moved to Hong Kong in 2008 to star in the Golden Mickey Show at Hong Kong Disneyland. In 2018, she took a starring role in the comedy drama Still Human, and she won Best New Performer at the 38th Hong Kong Film Awards. She has a master's in political science and another in education. Now that's a combo for you. And she was always been active in her support for migrant workers, the underprivileged, and children. She recently brought the house down, and I know because I was there at the Night of the Musicals with the City Chamber Orchestra of Hong Kong. The SCMP wrote "A True Star is Born" in big headlines, and certainly a true star is born. She's both the worst and the best person to go to karaoke with. She's my friend. She's lovely and wonderful. Welcome, Crisel Consunji.
Hey. Is she there? Welcome.
Yeah,
welcome. There you go.
Chriselle, hi.
Hi.
Chriselle.
Hi, am I on?
You are.
You are on and live.
You are on.
You
Live on
Hi,
YouTube, Facebook.
How are you?
Very good.
Okay, there's
Never
a bit
be
of a
better.
Okay.
Is that frozen? Is that frozen?
It's
Yeah,
okay.
Hi, how are you today?
Yeah, that's
That's
good.
a good question to ask.
No, we're good. We're good. After the morning we've trying to set everything up. Let's see how it goes. We can hear you, but I think are you frozen? I think it is.
Yes. I think
There's a
Chriselle,
big lag. I just want you
let
to know.
it go.
So I'm hearing your reply like 30 seconds later.
Okay.
Oh, we're doing
Okay.
the Inception thing where we're in different time zones.
Yes, I did that before. Yes.
We,
Oh,
we,
there
we
you- there you're
certainly
back.
know this is live. So let's see if everything is in sync,
Okay.
and then we can really kickstart it. So can you hear us properly now? Is everything in sync, or it's still like lagging behind in another universe?
I think the sound waves are traveling somewhere in Hawaii. We're going to
Edison Go says she's playing Elsa, meaning she's frozen. That's a good one, Edison. I'm loving that. Hey, nice.
Ba-dum-bum.
Edison speaking my language.
Thank goodness we have some comments that we can refer to all the time because
I
it's
mean-
going to be like this for the rest of the hour, I think.
and I love the Disney connection because we've all
All
four of us have worked for Disney before.
Is it better?
Yep.
You
we-
sound better, but we can't see you.
You don't look so good. It's just just
Are
black.
you in a tunnel, Crisel? Are you in a tunnel?
Chriselle, so we
No.
can't see you at all. It's just a black frame. But I think we could hear you. So right. So
Nice.
this is what happens in a live show. It's bound to happen at some time, and it has. But she's fixing it, and I'm sure she'll be back on the show, and we'll continue. It'll be a great one. In the meantime, just keep going with your comments because I think I might have jinxed the show from the start
Yes.
to say we had all these technical problems,
Yes.
but we're okay now. Obviously,
Why
we're
Donna
not.
says, go, Miss Criselle. Roel says one of the drawbacks of technology. Yeah, let's blame it on technology. It's
Hello,
always,
can you see me?
Yeah, there you go.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Okay,
Yeah.
let's not jinx this. Let's give it a few more seconds and see how it goes.
Still
that's-
frozen.
It's still frozen. She just can't get out of being a Disney character and in a
I know.
movie.
I must say I can relate though, because that happened to me so many times. So Chriselle, if you're hearing this, don't get stressed. this has happened a few times already.
It's okay.
Our dear viewers are very patient.
We
Yes.
love our
Very
viewers.
patient and understanding. And meanwhile, how was your day, Ange?
It was fine until this. This morning, I've been running late all day, and I just couldn't get myself together. So it's been one of those frazzled. I've had a really crazy week. I feel like I'm always saying I've had a really crazy week, but yeah. I just wish Crisel could join us because she's fab. And it's funny because she was supposed to come over and I was supposed to help her set up the technology and everything until the whole Uber driver let us down. And I
back.
brought snacks. Oh, Crisel!
Yes. Okay. All
It's
right.
better.
Okay.
Wait,
Can you hear us now?
Wait. I don't want to jinx this. Let's wait for a few more seconds. Keep talking, Chriselle.
I'm
Are you in the
here.
same
I'm
time?
here. A.
We're in
B,
the same time
C,
zone
D.
now.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
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 It's more immediate. Yeah.
Yes.
Hey.
Chriselle,
All right.
welcome to the show. We're so glad you can make it. And let's pretend that there wasn't any technical problems whatsoever. So glad to have you here. We can't wait to get started. So I'm going to fire the first question to you before we all lag again. Now, Chriselle, this show is called Dear Future Grandkids. Now, but have you ever wondered what you would look like as a grandmother?
Ooh, beautiful, of course. I mean, if
Aw,
if my grandmothers are any indication, I think I should do well. Yeah.
Mm.
Well, let's see. Let's see what you would look like as a
oh,
grandmother.
wow.
I didn't
What
know
has
you had-
Wow.
changed? Nothing is
Okay.
changing.
That's
That's
supposed to
pretty
age. That's supposed to age you. You didn't age at all.
Okay, this app is not working anymore.
Yeah. Oh my
Okay,
God.
Why is my hair dyed? I'd rather go gray, but okay, fine. Why not?
It's not.
You look
So
nice
much
as a
different.
grandmother.
It's like he just went to a salon and.
Oh,
my God.
Even in black and white, it's a black and white photo, and you look amazing. It's supposed to age you. It makes you look better.
Okay.
better
complain
than
about
not.
Look. This is not fair. Now we just have to stop the show. A double
Still
master's
beautiful.
degree, actress,
Yeah.
singer, does all of it. Runs her own business. I mean, what a way to make us feel like high achievers on a Saturday.
Well, you see, she's had internet problems the whole morning, and she says she's stressed. But look at her now.
Internet is like the least of my problems. It's all good. It's all good. You guys, happy vibes, and it's good to see you. Good to see you.
Good vibes, good vibes. So, Chriselle, we'll do some quick fire questions so we get to know you better, and also, just to relax everybody, and brush away the jinx of the internet. Okay. Oh, Chriselle. All right. Here's the thing. With that very long intro, with all of the gazillion things that you can do, you do so much. How do you introduce yourself at a dinner party? I'm Chriselle. I'm
I don't introduce myself. There you go.
I love that.
I just listen to people. And yeah, because it's very interesting to figure out what they're interested about with you, right? And most of the time, I find that when we're at the dinner party, we don't actually talk about what we do, because you see people their face value. It's like how does this person treat me? What does this person like? Oh, we like the same drink, and that's all that matters when you're at the dinner party. Later on, you go online like, oh my gosh, this person is this and this person is that, and I think it's great because it becomes very spontaneous and it's very organic that way, right? But to answer your question, I figure out like, okay, what is this person interested in? And sometimes I say, I work with children. Oh, you work in education.
There you go. And there she was.
And we were on a roll.
We were on a roll. All right, there you go.
Yeah.
And if I see them fading, I just change. So, for example, I work with children and I work with infants and toddlers and expose them to music. Oh, you're not interested in it. I'm a singer. Thanks. Just like
okay, shift gears.
I mean, this is the embarrassing. It's a little bit sometimes, because I met Chriselle at karaoke, and of course, Chriselle is a professional singer, but I had no idea. So we met at karaoke, did this cheesy "Endless Love," all the duets, all the standards, and I said, "Oh, you're a pretty good singer. You ought to think about singing." Chriselle, being so modest and humble and down to earth, just went, "Oh, thanks." And then Chriselle said she works in children's education. She showed me this really cute video of her singing a song and working with her students, her little tiny kids. And I went, wow, Chriselle, you really have got something in terms of camera charisma. You should think about a career and do some more YouTube or something like that. Not knowing she was an award-winning feature film actress who'd gone to New York, had seen her name up in lights, had gone to red carpet premieres. And afterwards, I said to my friend, why didn't you shut me up? I was so embarrassing and patronizing. And Chriselle, of course, took it all in good grace, as always.
Because I get that on a daily basis, right, with the parents here. Because obviously, if I'm working with the children, the focus is on the child, right? It's not about showing off. It's about what does your child need. And so I'm not about to sing, I'm not going to sing Twinkle, Twinkle. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be a Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, what the child needs. And on several occasions, one in particular, one of the parents told me, like, you should really consider a career in singing. And I said, I'm a singer. And I said that, I'm a singer. And then this person said, no. I really think you can make it. It was really sweet. It was really sweet because they were really, really, really supportive, right? And it's like, no, I think you have what it takes. I said, I think I do. Yeah. But I think it's a good thing, right? Because you don't really show. You perform to share, not to show off. So it's a good thing.
Now, that's a good way of doing this, because at least you don't have to you don't feel like you have to keep proving yourself, because people just realize how good you are.
Oh,
so
thank you.
I wouldn't mind hearing more of that Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, but it actually goes to the next question. There might be something else. Can you sing us a bit of the first song you remember hearing as a child?
Ooh, okay. My mother used to sing a lot. This a lot. You must remember this. A kiss is still a kiss. A sigh is just a sigh. The fundamental things apply as time goes by. So that one. So I was an old soul ever since I was a few years old, I guess.
Oh, lovely.
That's lovely.
our brains will only really remember these memories like when we're two,
Three?
2.5,
Yeah.
3. Yeah, 3 actually. But in Asia,
Yeah.
apparently it's like 2.5. So
We remember it. We
yeah,
remember it earlier. Okay.
yeah. When
Interesting.
they studied children across across the board around the world, apparently our neural connections are. I don't know. In Asia, it's about 2.5 years old for us to remember our earliest memories. So
It must be because we remember all being smacked.
It's our parents. It's our parents making
All,
us remember.
all Asian kids can relate to that.
Remember you as a 2.5-year-old and the trouble that what we were in. Yeah, you will remember that really well. I think that's what happened to me. Anyway, so okay, we've gone through the first song that you remember as a child. Can you sing us a bit of the first record that you remember buying?
oh, first record. First record I had, maybe one of the first few records I had was not something I bought. I was 6 or 7 years old. My older cousin got me Brian Adams's cassette, and I just kept playing. What's this? The
Heaven.
Everything I do it for you.
I do it for you. Like
Okay.
From Robin Hood. Yeah.
you will find. Yeah, you will see what you mean to me. That one.
Nice.
Lovely.
We could just do the whole song with you singing, Chriselle. Actually, we're done.
Yeah. Just
No problems
just-
with your internet. It's like everything is clear. Just keep singing, and all is forgiven.
yeah, just answer with a song.
Just answer everything with a song.
Yeah.
Can do
We're
that.
gonna stick with songs now.
Okay.
What's a song that you would make your future grandkids listen to? Like introduce it to them, like a song, the song.
Oh my goodness. I think any Whitney Houston song. I love the song Miracle. Nothing should matter, not when love grows inside you. The choice is yours.
Yeah.
There's a miracle in store. So that one, I like that one.
Nice.
A couple of other things, but maybe the silly songs.
Not Baby Got Back or something like that.
Oh, no, what baby got back?
Don't worry.
Okay,
Don't
it's
worry.
only Jen that will be
Jen, come on,
able to
Jen.
do that.
Come on, Jen.
You can
Jen,
sing
come
worry.
on.
Don't worry about
Yeah,
it.
you can
Basically,
sing
part of the lyrics goes la la la. Then Baby Got Back, and then they repeat Baby Got Back. But
You
just
have to
don't.
forg-
Yeah,
you
just
have
ignore
to
me.
forgive
Ignore me.
Jen. You have to forgive
Ignore
Jen.
me.
His internet is working a bit too well.
Yeah. No master, no double master's degrees here. Don't worry about that. So from songs, let's go into movies. You've done that before, but what movie would you make your future grandkids watch? Like
Ooh.
introduce it to them.
Like Water for Chocolate. It's a
Oh,
Mexican
Okay.
film adaptation of the movie of the book by Laura Esquivel.
oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, have you seen that one? Or have you
No.
read
Yeah, it's really pretty.
I have.
the magic
Love that.
realism? I think
Yes.
we always need a healthy dose of imagination and craziness. I think we need to expose people. We need to expose children. We need to expose ourselves to think, to really think and think and not be afraid to think and think about crazy things. Like in the story and in the movie, the character comes out, Tia, basically washed off in a flood of tears. So very Alice in Wonderland-ish, with a lot of drama. So yeah, like Water for Chocolate.
Nice.
Beautiful.
So that's the adaptation from a book. So what book would you introduce to them? What book would
Like
you make
Water
them
for
read?
Chocolate.
And the same.
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 Definitely that
Fair
one.
enough.
Um,
Fair enough.
Definitely also Alice in Wonderland, and maybe all the different fairy tale reimaginings, all mythological books, and maybe from a positive psychology perspective, definitely Mindset by Carol Dweck. It's about growth mindset and how failure is necessary and how we should be ready to keep failing and be willing to embrace all our mistakes in order to grow.
Nice.
Lovely.
That's a great book. Crisel, do you have any strange habits or rituals? Because I know a lot of performers do.
Strange habits, strange rituals. I have to motorboat a lot.
Okay.
And
What?
it's
What's that?
pretty
Motorboat.
Motorboat. Is that what
Because I
it's
talk
called?
about it, right? Yeah. Because it's well, it's a lip trill if you want, if you may. But yeah, but my singing coach always says motorboat.
What, Chriselle, what does I've heard this from my singer friends, but I never got to ask. What exactly does it do?
Well,
How does it help you as a
it
singer?
helps you. It helps you tune like how much air you need to produce so that your tone is neither flat nor sharp. Right?
There you
Have
go.
you heard a recorder? Right? When you're playing a recorder and you blow too hard, it goes. It goes off pitch.
Oh.
Now, for example, if I push too hard, do you see? Do you hear how it's?
Yeah, it goes
It
fast.
should be.
That's to stay constant.
Yeah, you're tuning it, and it gives you an indication whether your breath is aligned with your support mechanism, because you cannot do
Mhm.
you won't be able to consistently keep the tone or that
Yeah.
length if you don't have that core support, right? And
There
Wow.
you're,
you go.
yeah, it's hard to do. It's really hard to do, because especially when you're doing a song, let's say, and you can't go.
Only you, Chriselle, will do motorboating Phantom of the Opera. Thank you very much. You just proved to us that you're an advanced civilization representative here on Earth.
What you lose,
But
what you
Yeah.
lose in internet quality, you make up in other talents.
Yes.
I can also do it instead of a motorboat. My coach has trained me to do it in vowels, right?
no.
Yes. So, for
Go
example,
on.
think of me. Instead of, because he says that if we compensate with our lips, you might end up not really working on your core, on your tone, on the sound. So if you go, think of me fondly, you're gonna rely on so many different. You're gonna latch onto different parts of your
Yeah.
lips, or you're gonna overcompensate. So he encouraged me to think of it as think of me. So E-R-E. So I can smooth out the tones. So he's trained me basically to get a song and then sing it just using the vowels.
Using the vowels that are
Wow.
prominent. That's it. That's an interesting exercise.
So if I'm
Wow.
gonna
You're
sing,
getting a lot of
yeah,
You're
I have to
getting
go.
a lot of love, Chriselle, from everyone's like, Kawaii Donna says, Chriselle, Miss Chriselle, please sing a little longer. Rao, thank you for your 100 stars. Rao says, share your God-given talent. Miracle, love that song. Yeah, you're
Somebody's
getting
gonna
so much,
say-
lots of platforms.
Somebody's gonna say Jen, Ange, and Percy, you can exit now.
Yeah.
Leave Chriselle on screen.
Yeah.
You have no problem. You have no problems with me sharing. You'll have problems of stopping me. That's the problem.
No, I don't
That's a
think
good
anybody
problem.
will want it to stop, Chriselle. I don't think anybody will
no,
want
seriously.
it to stop.
My family would always ask me to stop. And my husband, just last night, I was singing and he's like, "Why can't you just have an hour without a song?" It's part of who I am. I said you're curtailing my freedom. And then he said, "You have your room," and we do, because we each have our own work room. He's like, "You
Yeah.
have a room, lock yourself there. I don't want to hear."
Like you're a living Glee, Chriselle. It's like being in a real life Glee.
I wish it were appreciated, though.
I
We
love
do.
it.
There are many
Yeah.
of us who do. Just tell your
Absolutely.
husband that. There are many of us who do.
I'm glad. Whack my husband on the head for me.
Yeah.
We will indeed. We'll send him a virtual whack. And
Yeah.
it's Chriselle, is there anything crazy that you've done in the past year that sticks in your head?
Oh my gosh, everything this past year was a bit crazy. I think it is from 2021. Yeah, the whole 2021. My marathon, my sprint to my concert. So in March, we got embroiled in this whole quarantine situation in Hong Kong, and me and my and I and a bunch of my students were sent to quarantine. You're talking about 10, 11-month-old children, okay? And while we were in quarantine, I get this message saying, "Hey, would you like to do a concert in June?" And this was March. And I said, I said, no. They told me like towards the end of March, or no, was it March or April? Something around that time, like April. They said, so we're supposed to fly somebody in from the UK to do a concert, a Broadway musicals concert, and would you like to do it? I'm like, yes. While I'm in quarantine and crying and so stressed, and I'm the type of person who just say yes, and then what they say, like you bite first and then you just chew faster. So bite more than you can chew, just chew faster. So I said yes, and then this was immediately after the quarantine, we had to get the school back on track, and I was teaching basically about 5 to 6 classes a day for usually 6 to 7 days a week. It was a marathon, and then I would fit in rehearsing for the concert, like in the mornings and in the evenings. So right before classes, I'd work as early as 8:30, and then after I'd work on the songs. I had like 15 songs to sing with the orchestra. So yeah, that was crazy. That was pretty crazy.
It was worth it though. I was in the audience. It was sold out. The concert was completely sold out. A friend of mine begged for tickets, and my sister wouldn't give her ticket up. And she goes, "I know Chriselle. Your sister doesn't even know her." And there was something electric. It was one of the first concerts, or definitely the first concert I'd been to since COVID. They felt the energy in the room. Many people had never really stepped out for a long, long time. So there's all this sort of psychological release going on as well. But when Chriselle glided and truly glided into that hall, there was just this buzz in the air. I can't, Hong Kong audiences aren't usually the loudest, they aren't the craziest, but there was this crazy, electrifying buzz in the air, and Chriselle just really, truly brought the house down. It was wonderful.
Oh, thank you. This is me not having done this for 10 years. So I think it's more like pent up excitement and energy. Like, oh my goodness, I have a chance. Give it to me. I'm unapologetic about the thing I love. I mean, I try to be modest and in general I have a realistic and practical sense of what I can and can't do. But if it's something I want to do and I love to do, I'll be like, give it to me. I don't care.
No, it's actually passion. I love that because you strike me in the few times that we've met as somebody who would really grab any opportunity to do what she's passionate about. And I think that's really what we're supposed to be doing. That's why we're so passionate about something. We're supposed to go the extra mile to get it done, right?
I think so.
You're
And I think
inspiring.
oh, thank you. I think it's a crime not to pursue it, right?
Yes.
Like how in the Philippines we grow up in a very Catholic society, so we have all the Bible verses drilled in our heads. And there's this quote that no one lights a fire and puts it under a bushel basket, right?
Mhm.
No one lights a lamp. Sorry, no one lights a
Yeah,
lamp.
no one lights a lamp.
Under the bushel basket. And I think that's something I've learned. Like I've tried to be very humble about talents and abilities. But if it's something you love and you're called to do it, I think it's even more. I think you're being true to yourself by pursuing it.
Yeah, before I jump into the next part, I just want to say because you mentioned that I think a lot of us, especially here in the Philippines, were taught to just blend in the background, be humble, be modest, don't speak out, don't stand out. But it goes against everything that we're supposed to be doing, which is share whatever your God-given gifts are, right?
Yes.
And now hearing how well you sing, oh God, please do not stop singing.
Oh,
Just,
thank you.
So anyway, Chriselle, I know you're not at home right now, but you're there at your office. Is there a chance that you have there a few things that you can show us from your career or travels?
I do. I have this, and actually, I was on the way to Ange's office, right? But I couldn't get it either. And like once or twice, people actually looked because I had this baby in the little bag, and it was upside down, and the feet were like this. And people were laughing at me. And I said, no, it's not a real baby. A demo baby that I use in my music classes for parents with infants, and this is actually an infant massage doll. So it's a demo doll to show where you hold the baby, how do you hold the baby, and this particular one is supposed to be the Asian version. See, you see the resemblance.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's so real.
It's amazing.
It-
And it's also
Freaky.
weighted, so actually it's pretty heavy. So yeah, it's pretty cool. So yeah, I use this pretty much on a daily basis when I have my kinder music classes for babies. I sent Ange a photo actually. Let me show you of something I would have shown you in my home, which is my collection of my. Oopsie, hold on. What is wrong with this? So if we were at my home, I would show you, bring you to one of my shelves.
What is that?
These are my journals
Journals.
from
Oh.
2008 when I got to Hong Kong.
Oh wow.
You
So this is like almost 14 years worth of journals.
Oh, my
you
God.
write
Have
every
ever-
day?
Did,
Not
did you ever
every
read
day.
some of them back? Did you
Huh?
ever read
Yes,
a few
I did that.
entries?
I did that recently, and while some of them really embarrassed me, I'm like, oh my gosh, I really got that way. But some of them were pretty pleasant, and some of them were good. I'm like, oh, and and then I kind of like typed some of them out. I'm like, oh, when you need to do something on Instagram and you run out of ideas, just recycle something
Yes.
years ago.
So,
So, yeah.
but you know what? When I moved to Hong Kong, I did start a journal also because I was there in '99 all the way to 2000, and I actually read some of it, and I wish I continued. So I'm impressed that you continued it all these years.
I think like partially like midway, I kind of lessened my entries like over the past couple of years since starting a business. But yeah, after that, every time I have these periods in my life of change and transition, it's a really good anchor.
Nice. Well, you've got a lot more
Nice.
highlights, I think, than me. Because me, what my entries were like, I went to HMB and bought a CD, and I went home, ate KFC. You know, that's pretty
Update
much
mall, bought some
Update-
clothes.
bought some clothes, another striped shirt. You know, yeah.
I went through a lot of transitions, and yeah, I probably had some exciting things. Hi, dear diary, I won an award.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Something I would
Yeah.
never have thought of in Hong Kong, for example. Like when I came here almost 14 years ago, I actually enjoyed the anonymity, right? Like, nobody knows you in the street, unlike in the Philippines, in Manila, it's such an interconnected culture, like if you say something or do something, or you mismatch your pants with your shirt, somebody's bound to tell that to the aunt of your cousin's neighbor. To the dinner
Chriselle,
party.
I think that's because of how big your family is too.
Yeah.
Because I know your surname.
That's
You've got a
true.
big family.
That's true. I did tell you that my last family reunion was attended by 750 people. So
You're
yeah,
Consunji.
Yeah.
750 strong in one reunion.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, but in
Well-
Hong Kong, when I got here, it was like, oh, I don't know anyone. Oh, I can be in my jammies going down to 7-Eleven. Yeah, that's so cool. And yeah, I enjoyed that in Hong Kong. So, and then a lot of things happened. I wouldn't have thought like, I thought I'd be here only for the 8 months in my contract. And then the 8 months turned to nearly 14 years now. So that's pretty cool.
Oh,
And thank you for sharing with us your journals as well. I'm sure there'll be a lot more as you spend more time in Hong Kong. But here's Dear Future Grandkids, and we know that you're not at home. And normally we like to pry. We like to look whether you have a corner of shame. So obviously we can't do that. But we're going to try something different on the show today. What's going to happen, Chriselle, is we're going to test your music knowledge. So what's going to happen is we'll take turns, Percy, Ange, and I, to read you a song lyric. What you have to do is, if you could, continue from the last line and sing along, and then tell us the song, name the song, and if you could name the band or the singer, okay? So
Okay,
just going to put you on the spot. I'm sure you're ready for this, okay?
Okay.
Okay,
Born
here we go.
ready.
I'm gonna make it as difficult as I can to not give you the melody. I'm just gonna read the lyrics, okay? So here's song number 1. Okay, here we go. Let me take you to the place where memberships, a smiling face, brush shoulders with the stars, where strangers take you by the hand. They welcome you to Wonderland from beneath the Panamas.
I don't know this. Is it supposed to be a cool song?
It's a cool song. It's like the coolest
From the
song back
80s.
in 1984. I know you probably won't know this one, but
Okay.
no.
You don't know this?
No. What is it?
If I give you a clue, it's from a band called Wham. George Michael, Andrew Ridgeley.
I don't know this one.
You don't know this one?
Way! It's a classic.
Okay,
I'm gonna
okay.
play it for you. I'm going to play it for you. All
Try
right.
to do next time. Okay.
That's 0 points, nil
Okay,
points so far.
Ah,
It's called Club Tropicana by Wham.
Tropicana.
Yeah. Club
Actually,
Tropicana drinks are free. Yeah, I shouldn't sing. Chriselle,
It's
Jen,
wake,
stop
it's wake
it.
me up
Sorry.
before you go. That
Yeah.
became popular here. But yeah, Club Tropicana.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
All right, I'll do the next one.
Okay.
I'll try to do this as sexy as I could because it's a very sexy song.
No,
Really?
Percy,
Really?
don't.
All right.
Don't try.
So,
Don't.
yeah, this is like Barry White. Like,
Yeah.
I've got gadgets and gizmos, plenty. I got who's its and what's its galore. You want thingamabobs? I got 20. But who cares?
But who cares?
No big deal.
No big deal. I want more. I wanna
Carry
see
on, Karen.
where people are. I wanna see them dancing, walking around on those. What do you call them? Oh, feet.
Boulevard.
Yeah. Little Mermaid. Little
Wow,
Mermaid.
very good.
Yeah, 1 point.
1991. Okay, yeah.
Well done.
Hey, well done.
Excellent. All right, here comes number 3. So we're at 1-0 so far. So here comes number 3. But the tigers come at night with their voices soft as thunder as they tear your hope apart, as they turn your dream to shame.
Hey. As they turn your dreams to shame. He slept a summer by my side. He filled my days with endless wonder. He took my childhood in his stride, but he was gone when autumn came.
Oh,
Dream. I dreamed a dream by Schoenberg and by Bublé and Schoenberg.
yeah, from Les Mis.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Excellent. 2 points. Well
I
done.
say we keep going, Jen. Jen, I say
Yeah.
let's just
Yeah.
do another one.
Okay,
This is great.
fine. Let's keep going. One more. You ready, Chriselle? You ready? Okay, here we go. My loneliness is killing me. I must confess, I still believe. When I'm not with you, I lose my mind. Give me a sign.
You want me to sing it in her voice?
You could do
Yeah.
anything you want.
Hit me, baby, one more time. Yeah. I can do the one with Britney Spears.
Yes.
I can't do her voice really well, but yeah.
You did it really well.
You did.
I can already see the pigtails.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean that was very popular with the whole.
Well done. Well done, Chriselle. So at the end of the day, it's not about points, but you got 3 out of 4. And you know what? There can only be one winner, so it's Chriselle.
Yay! Oh, God. We could just continue on and on with that game.
I know. Just did the whole
Yeah.
show like that. Awesome.
Yeah, I think the fans are all loving it. Chriselle, now I know this seems impossible.
Mhm.
I like having seen everything that you can do. By any chance, is there anything in your, gazillion skills that's actually pointless?
Pointless.
Do you have a pointless skill?
I was about to say my master's in Polsci for me, but I don't want to offend.
You got...
before my professors bash me. It's relevant for them.
No, but you never know. Maybe 5 years from now, 10 years from now, you'll be running for office, so it might not be that pointless.
Why did you take a master's in political science? Why?
Because I thought I wanted to be a lawyer.
Yeah, it's pretty long. It's pretty long.
Got it.
But no offense. I mean, I learned a lot from it. Right? It's just that it's not something you discuss on a daily basis. Like, you do discuss it on a daily basis in different ways, right? But I'm not about to go into theory with with children and say like, oh, you're really grumpy today. Yeah, as Thomas Hobbes says, human life is solitary, nasty, brutish, and short, or something like that. I'm not about to be depressing with the children, right? Or yeah, it's a small world after all, but it really depends on which neoliberal strand you want to discuss this about, or something. It's like
I would love to watch that.
Yeah.
it's so disparate, right? And then I think I did write this on my Instagram the other week, I think, that I kind of realized I wasn't cut out for the field while we were doing our masters. They were talking about capitalism and materialism from Marx, and I'm just thinking like, oh my gosh, we are living in a material world, and
I am a material.
Material girl.
while they were all knitting their brows talking about Karl Marx, and I'm like,
No,
oh my gosh, yeah.
we should do that. We should do Glee law school version.
Yes.
Yeah, I did.
Law school Glee.
I kind of felt that, when I was in school, that was when Legally Blonde came out. And I'm like, I'm not blonde, but I can totally relate with you. Yeah, like in general, I think my schoolmates were really awesome. I think the girls and the guys were amazing. They were the guys were so respectful. Like we're all like, they were, no one was mansplaining. Everybody respected everybody's intellect. But occasionally, you would find somebody from another course, okay, who's less evolved, and like mansplaining things to you. And I remember again, like I have a history of being explained, of being underestimated. So
Yeah.
like this guy was telling me, okay, when we present this, just calm down. I said, I know how to present. I know it's going to be a bit daunting because you're going to present it in front of the class, and don't worry, just stick to your talking points. You can do this. Like, yeah,
Oh,
sure.
And I'm sure you aced it.
Yeah, because I could present more than I could. I knew how to present, not the topic though.
You're a performer.
He was right in one way, but but he didn't get that. I'm like, dude, but back then we didn't have Instagram, and YouTube wasn't popular, so yeah.
Nice. Well, okay. So, but do you have anything else that's pointless that you can do?
Doesn't sound like it.
That doesn't sound like it was
I don't
pointless.
even know. I don't even know if this is the same. I think I have a relatively good memory, and I tend to remember things that are not important or not necessary. Some of the things I remember are actually important or they're relevant, right? Like I would remember something really, really, really minute, like let's say I see a child and I'm like, yes, I remember you 5 years ago, and this was your favorite song, and I remember that one time when your mom came in with a cake, and so I remember those, and that's useful because you make really good, you make really great connections with people. But I also remember random things, like I never shook it out of my head when we studied the periodic table in high school. I just always say hydrogen.
Oh, did we lose her? Okay, she ended it with something that we cannot continue.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, can you
We
tell
lost
us
you.
again?
Yeah, hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium,
Yeah.
boron, carbon, oxygen, fluorine, neon. So things like that. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Are those in
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah, the first 10
That's
elements.
impressive.
Of the periodic table.
Yeah.
Or for example, I remember songs from the musicals I've done like since I was 10. And it's kind of weird because I'm so worried that one day when I do get to see my dear future grandkids, and let's say for whatever reason I end up a bit have dementia or something, I would start sprouting music songs from musicals. Like let's say my first musical was when I was 10, and it was a professional musical by Repertory Philippines, and it's Evita. And it's a sung through show, right? Like Evita goes,
Yeah,
to
yeah.
think that man as famous as you are would love a poor little nothing like me. The audience here, and I'm so worried that one of these days, in the future, I'll just surprise my grandkids by singing
Keep
that.
singing.
or Into the Woods. Like mother said, straight ahead, not to delay or be misled. I should have heeded her advice, but he seemed so nice, you know. Or the children's musicals have done. Eat an egg for eat an egg for breakfast, and you can't go wrong. Scrambled, fried, or sunny side to make you grow up strong. Eat an egg for breakfast with milk or whole wheat bread. Plain or toast would feel like toast to know that you're well fed. So I might end up doing these jingles.
Love it.
Yeah, but your future grandkids
yeah.
will love you anyway. I mean,
That would be
sounds
amazing.
great.
You'd be the coolest grandmother ever.
You'll be the
Exactly.
coolest grandma ever.
Until I probably sing something from Sondheim or
Yeah,
or sprout something from a drama.
No, but I mean, because my mom had Alzheimer's before she passed away, and it was the music that,
Yeah.
that she continued to remember. I mean, she forgot our name. She was not able to communicate anymore. Even forgot the recipes. But whenever she hears a song, she can actually hum, and sometimes even remember the lyrics to it. So
Yes.
that actually never went. It's not. I won't even say that's the last one to go. That never went. So she would remember songs all the way to the end.
Yeah, so
That's
I
it,
think
yeah.
it's really powerful, and I think that's something that we're discovering now. Like when we're running Kinder Music, our partners in the U.S. with Kinder Music International are actually spearheading different areas of research and practice. Like while you're doing music and movement for toddlers, you can do it also at the same time with the elderly,
Yes,
and
yes.
it makes them feel alive, and it's
Yeah.
also at a level, when they're with the toddlers, they can react and interact and communicate, and also there's a whole body of research now with how music aids with people with for people with Alzheimer's,
Yes.
and I think in the future then everybody would just have to sing songs to me to remember, but I would be so worried if randomly I would just pop something that's not called for and be like, grandma, why?
That would be the best.
They will still appreciate that though. For as long as it's you singing. Not sure about us singing, but you singing.
Yeah, no.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Jen with Club Tropicana, of course. And then-
Yeah, no. If I start singing, my future grandkids would just all run away. 100%. That's my talent. That's my pointless skill. It's a good skill. When I sing, I clear the room. So clubs pay me a lot of money to do that.
You're seeing closing time. Closing
Yeah,
time.
closing time. I think closing time. Everyone leaves. Crisel, we're gonna pivot a bit in this part of the show. And early on, you mentioned about your family. You told us you have a huge family. But is there a life lesson or motto that you've learned from them? All 750 of them recently that you had a reunion, right?
I think from them. Oh, I'm
From
not
your
sure.
family, yeah.
maybe have less children and then it's less chaotic. Maybe there's enough drama in the family, so don't seek it outside.
Those who come from big families can relate to that. I come from a big family. Yeah, that's true.
Nice.
Yeah, you don't even need to watch like a TV series to find all these far out.
It's a
stories.
living TV series every day.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
I find that interesting. I'd love to. Because you showed us a photo of your 750
Yeah.
recent family reunion, and you were even color coded. You were
Yep.
all put in color code. That's just unreal. I can't believe that.
And you know how people get very very proud of where they come from, right? And that happens even in your sub clans. You're like, oh, we're the color gray. Oh, they're from the red ones. They're from the green ones.
The sub-clans.
The
And it's
sub-clans.
Yeah. It's really funny because then everybody's like, who's gonna be a representative? Oh, this one, because they're gonna have this person so and so. So we need to send this one over. It's funny. It's like, guys, we're all related. So okay,
That's-
here you go.
I mean, that's so funny because I don't relate to that world at all. I mean, I come from a relatively big family, and we have a Chung village, so everyone there has my dad's surname. But I still don't relate to the whole color-coded clan sub-clan thing at all.
So,
Oh, is this
there you
a
go.
is this
Yeah.
family gathering? Oh, let's
Yeah,
have a
so
look at
I'll
this.
put it on video. Hold on.
This is a Sunni family gathering. Look at this.
Okay, so you see the greens, and I think you're going to
Oh my
see the
God,
grays.
it just goes on and on.
the blue.
Oh wow! Everyone's family there.
And
Uh-huh.
do you do that before COVID? Did you do this once every 2 years, or is it like the Olympics? You do it every 4 years?
Exactly. This is in January, every 2 years. So
Wow.
So
Wow.
this is in January 2020. So I don't think we'll be able to do something in 2022, but who knows? Now we can do virtual. Wow,
Who
we probably
knows?
have to hire a platform for this.
I'm not sure if
Yeah.
Zoom can actually accommodate
There's
as many of
750.
you. Yeah. No, they can. You will be this small when you all do the grid view.
I actually find that really beautiful. I think there's something so lovely that you guys do that. I love it. I love the color t-shirts. I love all of it. It's just really sweet. And I just don't know any other family, and maybe it's a Philippines thing, but it's just not common at all. So I love it. I love the idea of that.
And
And
there's a lot of-
you're married to
Go-
Carlson, aren't you? Who's very talented, like
to
you.
Carsten, yeah, he's German. So it really makes it very interesting, an interesting match.
Oh.
Interesting match because our cultures are so different. I learned so much. I learned so much from him. I've changed a lot, I think. Yeah.
Is this
He was even saying like, the culture and the Philippine culture and the German culture is like polar opposites, right? In
Yeah.
fact, he showed me a graph. He showed me a chart because he's very geeky in this way. He has all these studies, and I think it's on an axis of like openness and introversion and extroversion, and I think social, our honesty and or like ability to be blatantly honest versus keeping your feelings or something like that. And the Philippines and Germany was like complete opposites. Like it's kind of thing like whereas in the Philippines we thrive on soap operas, for them he's so pragmatic, so I remember our first few months together, I'm like, okay, no, this sucks, I'm walking out, and he's like, no, we have to talk it through, don't walk out, we have to talk it through. No, I'm walking out. I was like, if you walk out, I'm not following you. I'm walking out. And I walked out for 3 hours.
Aw.
I had to walk around. I'm like, my phone's not buzzing. 3 hours. Oh my gosh, I'm hungry. I'm going back.
Yin and yang you are.
Yin and yang, it clearly works. Is there something specific that Carlston has changed your mind about in a good way, you think?
I think just being very, very practical, being very, very pragmatic, and being very I think being able to defend your boundaries, your personal boundaries. I think it's something that we thought about growing up, but from his perspective, I guess it's a very Western perspective. You say what you mean what you say, and stand up for it. And I think that was very important because the culture where we come from, a big part of the Philippine culture is similar to the Chinese culture. It's about saving face, right? Or helping others save face. And Carson's like, well, what good is that going to do to you? You have to do what you need to do for yourself, and that's worked really well, I think.
Very interesting.
I put my glasses back.
Chriselle, well, we've come to this part of the show where we ask our guests to leave a meaningful voice message to someone special. You don't have to tell us who it is. Just take your phone, get somebody from your contact list, and send a meaningful voice message to that person. And if we get a reply, it will be great to hear what the reply is. So we'd just like to eavesdrop on you leaving that voice message. Actually, sure.
Okay.
We like to
Okay.
pry.
Okay, since maybe I'll give one to Karsten. Hi, Karsten. I, I don't want to be cheesy, so instead I'll just say that I really, really enjoy this new daily dose of corny jokes that we've been having, and I really, really look forward to tomorrow's corny joke. Love you. Bye.
Oh, that is so sweet.
Aw.
That's just really real and nice.
He leaves you corny jokes.
Yeah. So today his joke was, what is Batman's favorite fruit?
What?
Banana.
No, I love it.
Good one.
I love it.
Okay,
It's
we're
an
doing the
old
show
school
again
reference.
tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah, just keep
Carsten's
reading the
coming
corny
aboard.
jokes.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yesterday his joke was, he came up to me first thing in the morning because I was a bit grumpy because I had to go to work earlier, and he said, Chriselle, I'm really glad that you helped me understand what the word what many means. It means a lot.
That's so
But have
bad.
fun.
I know it's so bad, right? But I put it on my stories yesterday, and I shared it on Facebook. And some people actually said, "Hey, I'm sharing this. It's so bad."
It's bad, but so good.
It's so good.
Yeah.
So good.
Keep it coming. Keep it coming. I like this better. Well, because we run the business together, right? So in fact, he proposed to me after being together for a few years, but after 6 months having the business together. So I think he wanted to check first. He was such in the Philippines segurista. He wanted to be sure.
Making sure of things.
Yeah, so he waited 6 months to propose to me. Even if we had already put our life savings into our business and stuff, and no way out. So yeah, it took a while. It took a while before he proposed. So why did I say that? I forgot why I said that.
No, it's just why you guys work. I think that's the bottom line.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been so we've you kind of need that humor, and we've gone through a lot together because we went through 6 years now of having the business together and doing the startup. And I remember people telling me that this can make or break you, and actually they weren't saying make or break you, they were saying this breaks marriages. Promise right away. And Carson's not a sentimental person, but one time I actually heard him tell somebody that he's so thankful for this experience because how many people get to live and work with their partners every day. So because and I think that was the thing, right? With COVID, a lot of relationships had several challenges because from you don't see maybe you don't see each other for 8 hours in a day, maybe even more, right? But for us, we see each other. I know when he's grumpy, and I tell him off if his voice has an edge when he talks to a colleague. So I see him I know him as a colleague, I know him as a husband, I know him as a business partner, and we're basically together 24/7. So so 6 years of that, that's pretty good, and we still learn every day, so that's interesting.
Nice.
Fantastic.
He hasn't replied, by the way.
He's thinking of a joke. You see, you kind of pressured him to send another joke for the day, an extra one.
Chriselle, thank you so much for hanging out with us today. It's been amazing. We could listen to you all day, listen to you sing as well. But unfortunately, we somehow have to close the show, and we want to close this lid on this video time capsule that we're helping you create for your future grandkids. So you get to leave a message. What would you want to say to your future grandkids?
Oh,
It was
okay.
it was bound to happen. Oh no,
All right, there you go.
You back?
You're back.
How dramatic, right? Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I know.
I'm followed by drama. Okay. Dear future grandkids, um, make mistakes, make lots of mistakes. I am such a failure in so many ways. If you look at me right now, I have so much more. I make so many more. I make so much more mistakes than triumphs and wins. So hopefully by the time you exist, I will have succeeded in reaching a lot of my other dreams and goals. So now you can see me and see that at the end of the day, I'm broken. I make mistakes. I learn every day, and if that's not a good enough uh, encouragement for you to keep going, then I don't know what is.
Oh,
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 wow.
nice message.
That's a nice message.
and they will get to see this in the future.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, definitely we'll make it happen.
Hey, Chriselle, there's a question that I just want to read from Kawaidana
Uh-huh.
Samson. She asks, "What song do you want to hear every time you enter or walk into a room? Your entrance
Ooh.
song.
Good question.
What entrance
question.
song do you
Oh.
want?"
Entrance song for myself? Or...
Yes, like, ladies
Yeah.
and gentlemen, Crisel Consunji. What will the orchestra play?
Oh my gosh. Oh, wow. That's
Wow.
a really good question.
That's a good
Kawaii.
that's a good question, Kawaidana.
Wow.
It's got to be. Come on, Chriselle. It's got to be Gloria Gaynor, right? From the year you've been through a
lot.
lot in the last 2 years, right?
I have a couple of things. Like my unabashed, unapologetic song is "Pretty Woman."
Aha,
And
that's your anthem.
But of course, you should put. I think you should do "We Are the Champions." That would be nice.
Mhm,
I
mhm.
Will Survive. Yes, by Gloria Gaynor. What else? I've been listening to on repeat. This Is Me from the
Ah,
Greatest
yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
great song.
and Come Alive. Come Alive.
Come
Yes.
alive.
What's that
From
from?
the same the same movie.
From
Oh
from
yeah,
Greatest-
yeah, yeah.
The Greatest
Song.
Showman. The Greatest
It's really
Showman.
nice.
It's amazing.
It's on the same vein as what we were saying, Percy, that you should be unapologetic about your gifts and
Yeah,
talents.
about
Right?
your
Them,
gifts.
like, come alive, go and light your light. You can something like and make it shine so bright, reaching up to the sky, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Listen,
Nice.
that's a good one. So yeah, but I think
Well-
entrance song. Wouldn't you just like a bum 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 or something?
Like, yeah, also Sprak Darasustra, you know. Dun, dun, dun,
Ta-da!
So you know what Jen's entrance song is? It's "Baby Got Back." Let's ask Ange. What is your entrance song, Ange?
Disco Inferno.
Oh, okay.
Burn, baby, burn.
Burn.
Disco Inferno, burn, baby, burn. Yeah, big time. On repeat.
Nice, nice. On repeat.
Volume 20. Yeah.
Well, well, anyway, thank you guys. Thank you, everybody. Again, Chriselle, thank you very much. And thank you to everybody who watched the show, all the comments.
Thank
This was
you,
a really
yeah.
fun show. And thank you for engaging with us, guys. Everybody. who
Oh
watched.
no! Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Once again, this has been Dear Future Grandkids. I'm Jen, that's Percy, that's Ange, and our wonderful, amazingly talented guest, Chriselle. Thank you so much. And thanks for watching. Take care. See you the next time. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.